Hey everyone, we're not normally back this early, but hey, take the opportunities you get. That way, maybe I'll get out a little earlier this afternoon. Hold on, let me set this up. No notification probably went out because it was a short time frame booking, so that does tend to happen. Hold on. All right. Wait. Hey guys, how are you? Good to see you. I don't know where everyone is, but we'll see what happens. Uh, there was an update in this case. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago. Florida man indicted after two women found dead in same location in Orange County. It was these two women, Fadia Flowers and Nicole Daniels. This fella here, Carlos, he killed these two women, both sex workers, if I remember correctly. Yes. It says Neves allegedly had sex with two women engaging in prostitution, strangled them to death before dumping their bodies at the same intersection 1 month apart. The first murder happened on March 13 when a woman was found strangled to death near the intersection of Trevathan Road and Harrell Road in Orange County. On April 17th, another woman's body was found at the same location. That woman also died from strangulation. He is accused of killing 41-year-old Fadia Flowers and 44-year-old Nicole Daniels, who Sheriff John Mina said are transient women who traded money for sex. So they're trading, prostitution basically. During the investigation, detectives spoke with women who knew Flowers and Daniels on the night before she was killed. They said Daniels got into a white pickup truck, and detectives were able to find surveillance video of the incident near a 7-Eleven. Detectives later learned that this truck belonged to the accused. He was actively trying to sell that vehicle to cover his tracks. He was eventually arrested for driving with a suspended license during a traffic stop. When he was brought into Orange County Jail, he ultimately confessed to killing both Flowers and Daniels, according to the sheriff. He's been moved to Central Florida. He moved to Central Florida from Puerto Rico in 2020, was booked into Orange County Jail after his confession of the two murders. On Wednesday, the state presented evidence sufficient to indict him for those two murders. So, yeah, let me play the video for you.
Potential serial killer is off the streets of Orlando.
Yeah, the man you see over there is behind bars, accused of murdering these two women and then dumping their bodies in the woods. Fox 35's Marie Edinger went to the suspect's home today.
I went to Nieves' mobile home park earlier today. It's only about a mile and a half from where deputies say he dumped those two bodies. I was able to speak with his wife, who told me her kids don't know anything about this and she'd like to keep it that way. So she asked me to leave the area. The Orange County Sheriff's Office says it's figured out who killed two women in the same way and dumped their bodies in the same place 1 month apart. In doing so, the sheriff says they likely stopped a would-be serial killer from creating a new habit.
The fact that he targeted women that he thought would not be missed leads you to believe as well that he is a killer and probably would have killed again.
The sheriff says the victims, Nicole Daniels and Fatia Flowers, were both sex workers.
You know, anytime someone is killed and so senselessly, just their body just dumped and discarded, it's awful. And so we want to make sure that they get the justice they deserve, their families get the justice that they deserve, and hopefully, he'll never see the light of day.
Forensics expert Stacey Shepard told me women who trade sex for money are more vulnerable to this type of inexplicable violence.
And people take advantage of people that are, in hard times like that. So they're vulnerable because they're willing to go to extremes. They're also out on the streets. They're exposed to the elements. They may be seeking shelter.
Flowers was killed first. The sheriff's office got a call about her body on March 14th. A month later, Daniels was found dead in the same area. The sheriff says surveillance video from this 7-Eleven showed Daniels getting into Nieves' Ford F-150 the night before she was found dead. Deputies started looking around for that truck, and they caught Nieves trying to sell it. They pulled him over and arrested him for driving without a license. That's when the sheriff says he confessed to killing both women.
In one case, he said it was just rough sex. And in the other case, he claimed that the woman attacked him first. Very, very grateful and thankful for our great detectives who knew that Fadia's and Nicole's life were meaningful and that they, of course, deserve justice.
I like how he says that one of them was just rough sex, and the other one, well, she attacked me first. Well, it's interesting how they both ended up dead while being with you. So the common denominator is not them, it's you. So that's why you're in jail right now and indicted on 2 counts of murder. Kim, that is very sweet of you. Thank you very much for the super sticker. Hold on. If I go to this page, I can see what sticker it is. Ah, sunglasses bird. Is it a bird? Hold on, let me see. It is, or a sunglasses little person waving. Thank you, I appreciate it. I don't know why they don't show it on this software, but they don't. They just never do. Yeah, disappointing case, although glad they got him off the street. Here's that photo of him looking like a vampire with those really bloodshot eyes, it's almost like he may have tried to remove himself from the world at some point via suffocation or strangulation, something like that, because those bloodshot eyes, but they're not like bloodshot from drugs. It's like bloodshot from something else. It's odd. Yeah, he confesses to it and still he's like, "Oh, they hit me first," and, like, it's just childish, explanations. It says here, "A potential serial killer." Well, if he had one more, he probably would have been called a serial killer, but thankfully, he didn't. Says here, arrested for strangling 2 women to death in Orange County, was indicted for murder on Wednesday, according to a press release from the state attorney, Andrew Bain's office. Carlos was indicted by a grand jury on 2 counts of first-degree murder in the killings of Fadia Flowers and Nicole Daniels. He was also charged with 2 counts of tampering with physical evidence in a capital proceeding and driving with a suspended license. His arraignment is scheduled for Tuesday, and his trial is set for September. So that's probably the last time we're going to hear from him for a while, probably until September. Here, when asked about Flowers' killing, he told police he accidentally strangled her while choking her during sex. Oh man, that happens all the time. Our prisons are full of people who accidentally strangled people to death. Happens all the time. Right. Doesn't equal dead. Hey, Marilyn Landis, how are you? Yeah, his excuses don't make any sense. It says here, he accidentally strangled her in an argument because he believed she'd stolen money from his wallet. So which is it? I mean, do these women steal from you? Or was it during rough sex? Let us know. Like, make your mind up. I mean, which one is it? The guy is just a Fruit Loop, and it's lucky he is off the streets now. We need less Fruit Loops on the street hurting people. Okay. There's your update for that one. And let's see if I can show you this one. This is breaking news actually from Australia. It says Russell Lee, that's an area. Woman's body discovered at Sydney home after domestic incident as man 42 is arrested. A man has been arrested after police discovered the body of a woman at a home following a reported domestic incident. Emergency services were called to the home on Clement Street in Russell Lee in Sydney's inner west just after 11 a.m. on Thursday, which is today. officers found a woman believed to be aged in her 50s who is yet to be identified dead at the scene. A 42-year-old man known to the deceased was arrested at the scene and taken to Burwood Police Station, where he is assisting police with inquiries. Anyone with information is urged to contact police. All right, let me see what I can find else about this. Russell Lee, Sydney Home. This is some more details. The body of a woman found in Sydney is understood she suffered gruesome injuries, including a cut to her throat. Says, according to the Daily Telegraph, she suffered the gruesome injuries, including a cut to her throat. Yep. The 42-year-old man who police confirmed was known to the woman was arrested at the scene. Police have established a crime scene and detectives are investigating the circumstances surrounding her death. Okay. Russell Lee. All right. Let me see if I can find out what the Daily Telegraph is talking about. That sounds like a bit more than just a domestic. It sounds like, you know, I mean, you don't just slit somebody's throat for no reason. Yeah. Yeah, that's about yeah, that's interesting. Not a lot more than that. All right, let's go. Let's go to the Guardian. They just say man arrested after a woman's body found at Sydney home. Burwood police found the body at a Russell Lee address on Thursday after reports of domestic violence. Yep. Just that there's currently a crime scene established at the property while they work through the scene of the death. So might have to wait a little while for more information on it. Hey Gambler, how are you? Sherry, good to see you. Marilyn Landis, Mamma Mia, Kim68, how are you? Yeah, so this is pretty horrible. I just wish there was a little bit more information, but maybe we might have to wait for a update tomorrow on who she is and what the relationship was between her murderer, allegedly, and herself. Because right now, not much information. Just that she was found dead at the property, and she may have had a cut to her neck. So, sounds a bit more than just like, you know, some other kind of domestics we've heard about. What's it called, Sherry? It's called Better Away? Is that the name of it? Okay. Yeah, moving is very difficult. Have fun with that. I know that you're probably exhausted. Hey Angela. Hey Laura G. How are you? Good to see you. I haven't seen Reby all week either. I don't know where she is. She might be away this week. Haven't seen her since last week, so I don't know what she's up to. Maybe she's busy. All right. Let me grab you another story. Let's see what else I've got on my list. Do we have anything on the Chick-fil-A shooter? Let's have a look. Let's see if we've got anything. No, but I can give you a small update from Fox 4 in Dallas, Fort Worth.
For an armed man who shot and killed two people at a Chick-fil-A restaurant this afternoon. The shooting happened just before 4. Police did not reveal the circumstances surrounding the shooting, but did say it was a targeted attack. They're now looking for the suspect, who they believe got away in a 1997 4-door silver Honda. Fox 4's Amelia Jones spoke to the mother of a teenage witness. She joins us live in Irving. Amelia.
Clarice, I just checked in with Irving police and they told me that the suspect is still on the run. The scene, as you can see behind me, is still very active 6 hours after this shooting happened. Irving police are focusing their investigation on this Chick-fil-A restaurant behind me off of MacArthur Boulevard and Walnut Hill. Police have the perimeter of the building taped off, and they also brought over some additional barriers to further secure the building. Police are not releasing many details, but they did confirm that the shooting happened inside the restaurant just before 4 o'clock this afternoon. 2 people were shot and killed. Right now, we don't know if the victims were employees or customers at the restaurant, rather. Police say they believe this was a targeted shooting, but wouldn't say why they think that, only adding there's no threat to the public. This is the man police are looking for, 37-year-old Ovid Bernardo Mendoza Argueta. Police also released a photo of his car, a 1997 silver 4-door Honda with a Texas license plate GVH 6205. They're telling people not to try to apprehend him or stop him, just call 911. We spoke to a mother who was waiting for her daughter to get off work at the Taco Bell restaurant next door. She told us her daughter called her crying from the bathroom right after the shooting happened.
She called me from the bathroom crying because she's scared, because she's like, Mom, so people got shot. It sounded like a car wreck. She's like, they're jumping out the window. They're jumping out the window. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? At that moment, a mother concern is my baby. How soon can I get to her?
Latina Williams told me the window her daughter is referring to is the drive-through window of the Chick-fil-A. Irving police said several people were inside the restaurant when the shooting happened and called 911. We reached out to Chick-fil-A for a statement on this deadly attack, but we haven't heard back. Right now, Irving police aren't releasing any details about the 2 victims. We're told that they're still trying to contact family members. We don't know if the 2 victims knew each other or if they knew the suspect.
All right, I'll leave it there. But there you go. There's the update on that. Haven't seen anything. I can't remember how much it costs. How much is it? Why is it expensive? Like, what is I don't know, chicken sandwich and fries or waffle fries and a drink? Like, what does that cost at Chick-fil-A? Let me know. All right. This one was on my list. I don't know if Trish did it or not. Coroner releases new information after human remains found in Anderson County, South Carolina. It says the Anderson County Coroner's Office released new information Monday after skeletal remains were found near a neighborhood subdivision. Crews searched an area Sunday for human remains near Concord Road, near Highway 28. Someone walking in a wooded area in the subdivision on Saturday found several bones and took them to the Goodwill thrift store, then notified the Anderson Police Department and the coroner's office. Police said the bones were left in a cardboard box by the outdoor drop-off box before the person who left them there was identified. Police said that there were 7 bones in the box. 2 of them were later identified as animal bones. A search of the area turned up several more bones and items that will assist in the investigation. Why would you take it to the Goodwill? That is odd. It's like, don't take it to the cops, take it to the Goodwill. Maybe they could do something with the bones. I have no idea.
In Anderson County, the coroner's office says more skeletal remains have been found near the Grayland subdivision and are working to identify them. We're told the coroner and the police were called early Sunday morning when a person brought bones to a Goodwill, saying they found them on a gravel lot in a new development near the subdivision. The coroner's office tells us they believe they're human bones. They appear to have been in the area for a long period of time. We're told DNA was also sent to the FBI to make an ID.
Now to new details tonight in Anderson County. The coroner's office says they have found human remains near Grayland subdivision and are working to identify them. And we're told that the coroner and the police were called early this morning when a person brought bones to Goodwill, saying they found them on a gravel lot in a new development near the subdivision. The coroner's office tells us they believe they are human bones. This morning, several agencies searched a wooded area behind the neighborhood for the rest of the remains. We're told DNA was sent to the FBI to make an ID.
So I guess we're gonna have to wait and find out who that person might be. I I'm if they're bones, they must have been there for a while or in a different location for a while and then were dropped, in that subdivision. It says here, okay. Apparently, it was a male hiker was the person who discovered the bones and left them at a Goodwill. A woman was at the scene when police arrived and gave them the information about the discovery. Police said the box contained 7 bones, 2 were later identified to be animal. They also said the bones were scattered over a large area and appeared to have been there for a very long time. When authorities returned to the area where the woman discovered the bones, they found additional bones and items. Officials have not disclosed what those items were. It could take several months to formally identify who the person is, the remains are. Officials estimate the bones belong to someone who had been missing for a while, possibly a few years. So, let me see if I can find anything else about this. Yeah, KOLD?
All new here at 11, a hiker finds human remains near a prominent upstate neighborhood. An investigation now underway to find out exactly how they got there. Skeletal remains were found at the Grayland subdivision Saturday night, and so far there's few details, but Anderson County coroner says that they were in the area today to see if more bones could be found. But again, we're going to continue to watch this story for you very closely.
Joe had
I'm just trying to find it on a map. Hold on. Anderson Village. No, not Anderson Village. No. Not that. Grayland subdivision in Anderson, South Carolina, which is off Concord Road. Okay. Nope. Concord Road. Let me see. I'm trying to find. Nope. It really doesn't want to give it to me. Hold on. Keep sending me to like random places. South Carolina, Concord Road. Okay. That looks like the area. So what they say, Concord Road and Highway something something. What was it? Hold on, let me check. It's Highway 28. Okay, where's Highway 28? There's 81. Highway 28. It's east-west. Let's see if we find a different highway. That Concord Road just goes forever. Alright, turns into a different road there. Let's go back up this way. Highway 28. That's 51, 61. 51 or 61, I can't see. I can't tell, but you can see, like, there's a lot of wooded area around that road. Look at this. That looks like a pine plantation or some sort of forestry because, like, they're planted in literal rows. That looks like some sort of, wood to be, it was either reclaimed, they put it there on purpose or not sure. But, can't seem to find the actual area, but you can see it could be anywhere around here. Look at all this wooded area where people would go hiking or whatever. You could have anything in here and no one would ever know. But I can't seem to find the subdivision. Flying Squirrel Ranch, okay. Concord Road. New subdivision. It could even be up here. Highway 28. Alright. I'm not gonna bother looking for it, but you can see that's sort of the area. Yeah, I don't wanna dissect the cat. I'm good. I don't really wanna do that. Hey, Lola. How are you? Hey, Beth B. Good to see you. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more shot, and I'm gonna do, like, the highway intersection. Concord Road near Highway 28. Alright. South Carolina Highway 28. Oh, SC 28. Okay. Yeah. It's not it's not giving it to me. Where is this highway? Okay, Anderson's there. Okay, so if we go back. Down here. Highway 28. There we go. So they said. Okay, so this is that Highway 28 here, right? At least we saw it. We keep losing it. Ping, you're terrible. You can't do this. But that's Anderson. Oh yeah, 28 right there. Oh, it's this one. Why do they call this 28? Okay, whatever. Okay, Highway 28. So it's Main Street. So you think it's like back in here? I mean, this does look like a subdivision. I mean, you could understand if there was a body in any of these places I've shown you with all the trees, that it could sit there for, I don't know, 5 years. No one would ever know. And I doubt people are going walking in it every single day. Yeah. There you go. Hey, retired RN, how are you? No notification? Yeah, we went on very quickly after Trish. Alright, well, if they give us an ID for that remains, I'll let you know. Laura says, Pikeville parents hoping to find missing 12-year-old daughter. Alright, thanks, Laura. Let's have a look. Baltimore. Okay.
A parent's nightmare. Waking up in the morning, finding your child's bed empty and they're gone. It is the nightmare one family is dealing with tonight. Just 5 days ago, it happened to them with their 12-year-old daughter. WMER2 News' Janae Wright heard from family and friends who just want her to come home. Janae, I can't imagine what the family's going through.
Yeah, 12-year-old Tasia Alana Warren, who was friends and family simply called Alana, went missing this past Friday. And today, dozens of people gathered outside of her middle school to help the family.
She wasn't there. She wasn't in the room. It was just her pillows.
It's the image burned into Mia Brooks's mind. She woke up to find her daughter missing, just 12 years old. She says her daughter left a note saying she was going to Pennsylvania. Don't call the police. She's not running away. Very strange for a 12-year-old.
I immediately called the police, and Baltimore County Police Department came out right away.
For the last 5 days, they've been getting the word out, hoping she'll come home safe.
I don't care what it is. Alana, I just want you to come home. I want you to come home now. Whoever told you it was okay, it's not. Whoever has her, please let her go.
Tuesday evening, family, friends, Alana's classmates, and even strangers came to Pikesville Middle School to hand out missing person flyers. The goal, to place as many flyers as they can all over the state.
But to see the love and support from, like you said, people that we known all our life, and some people we've never met, and they're here to support and to do whatever they can do to help us out. That's amazing.
So just to see the drove of people that came out from all over the state of Maryland, not just Baltimore City and County, it was a blessing.
The family says they didn't know if Alana ran away or if someone kidnapped her. They say her friends tell them Alana was communicating with a man who she may have tried to meet in person.
People have said, and friends have said that she was talking to a man in his 20s. That means that somebody who's an adult has brainwashed my 12-year-old.
Regardless of where she is, her parents just hope she's okay.
You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. We just want you to come back.
Monique Smith, who is helping the family, says even if Alana ran away, whoever she's with should bring her home.
We definitely tell parents we think that you're trying to help when they're couch surfing, because you're thinking like maybe she wants to break from home. It's against the law to harbor a minor. Contact her parents, send her home, drop her off at home. But if the person who has her in harm's way, let her go. You know, Alana, if you hear me and you feel frustrated and straight, as your mothers have pleaded, your dad has pleaded, just come home.
And the last time anyone saw Tasia, she was wearing red sparkling Crocs. Now, her parents also say they want to stress the importance of knowing who your children may be talking to online or through social media apps. Now, obviously, if you have any information about where she might be or if you see her, please contact the Baltimore Police Department. And Maryland State Police are also involved in the search. And I put a link to their contact information.
All right, I have some other information about her here. I'm guessing that's a photo of her there. It says, a search is underway tonight for a missing 12-year-old girl from Baltimore County. Her parents say she was last seen nearly a week ago, and they fear she may be with someone she met online. They're saying last Thursday at her home in Pikesville, her parents fear that, again, she may be with someone she met online. Alana, I just want you to come home. I want you to come home. You're not in trouble. When parents say things like that, though, I always think that there must have been some sort of issues in the household that they're not talking about. Because if your child just ran away, why would you say you're not in trouble? It's an odd thing to go to. They say the daughter did leave a note behind saying she was going to Pennsylvania and not to call the police. She said that I'm not running away, which made it even more cryptic because she's 12. They said her loved ones gathered Tuesday night to search for her near the middle school. Her parents tell WJZ they learned where she may have gone from friends. People have said, and friends have said, that she was talking to a man in his 20s. Well, that's not good. She's 12, not 19, not 21. She is a child. Good night, Snapcrackle. Right, maybe one of the friends know a little more. Yeah, don't let your kids have their own password. For sneaking out, yeah. I always think that maybe that there was some sort of home friction though. All right, let's watch this one on her.
12-year-old girl from Baltimore County. Now, her parents say she was last seen nearly a week ago. They fear she may be with someone she met online. WJZ on your corner live at Baltimore County Police headquarters tonight. Jessica Albert spoke with the girl's parents to learn more about her
Oh,
disappearance.
that's the same one. It's the same footage. Thought it was a different one. That's okay. I was hoping it was going to be more photos of her, but it's not. Let me just search her name and see if there's been an update in the last, I don't know, couple of hours. Because I'm guarantee you her parents are putting her online. 7 hours ago. No, 1 hour ago, the Aware Foundation picked it up, but they're not. Yeah, they're saying no update as of this time. Yeah, no update as of the minute for her. Let me. Here's her poster. I'm gonna put it on the screen for you, so you guys can have a look at her. There you go. So it's from the Aware Foundation. They say the Baltimore County Police Department is requesting the public's assistance in locating a missing 12-year-old juvenile. Yeah, she was last seen in, is it Pikesville, MD? On June 20th at 8:30 p.m. She may be wearing red Crocs with sparkles. That's not a great description. Um, Shoes are like the easiest thing to change. But they did say that the daughter left a note behind saying she was going to Pennsylvania. If she was a clever kid, she would not give her mum the correct location. She would be going to, like, I don't know, New York or something and say, Mom, I'm going to, you know, Pennsylvania. So that location may not be correct. Ah, you had some dinner I hate mornings? That's good. Hanika says, a cute girl. She is. Yeah, hopefully we can get her home without her being hurt or whatever. That would be bad. Um, that's all I have for her though. But thanks for letting me do that one, Laura. I appreciate it. I want to do this one from DJ though. I was supposed to do it earlier and I forgot. We got caught up doing a different story. Okay. Let me just grab there's an update because what we're talking about more happened. So okay. So apparently Texas executed an inmate today. It was about 5 hours ago, 7 hours ago now. They actually did yes, they did execute him, executed in Texas. Okay. All right. Yeah. This fella here, Ramiro Gonzalez, seen in an image from the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, is put to death on Wednesday. That was today. It says here Texas executed him by lethal injection on Wednesday for a 2001 murder, the State Department of Criminal Justice said, following unsuccessful appeals to the U.S. Supreme Court that argued in part he should have been ineligible for the death penalty under state law because he is no longer dangerous. Well, that is a thing to argue about in court. He's 41 years of age when he died today, was convicted and sentenced to death in 2006 for the sexual assault and killing of 18-year-old Bridget Townsend. Court records show his execution was the first of two, the other in Oklahoma, scheduled for this week in the US. He was pronounced dead at 6:50 p.m. this evening, the state criminal justice department said. The department provided Gonzalez with one last statement before he was executed, in which he repeatedly apologized to the Townsend family, saying he never stopped praying for their forgiveness. I can't put into words the pain I have caused y'all. The hurt what I took away, I cannot give back. I hope this apology is enough. I've lived the rest of this life for you guys to be the best of my ability for restitution, restoration, and taking responsibility. I never stopped praying that you would forgive me and that one day I would have this opportunity to apologize. During the penalty phase of his trial, jurors were required to find, as they are in all capital cases in Texas, a probability Gonzalez would continue to commit criminal acts of violence. Without this determination, capital defendants in the Lone Star State are not eligible for the death penalty. Hmm. In their appeals to the Supreme Court, his attorneys said his track record these last 18 years show he is not dangerous, pointing to his commitment to the Christian faith, ministry to others behind bars, and his unsuccessful attempts to donate a kidney to a stranger in need. Additionally, they said the evidence relied upon to make the finding of future dangerousness was false. An expert witness who diagnosed the inmate with antisocial personality disorder relied on recidivism data found to be incorrect, and he has since evaluated Gonzalez and walked back his testimony. In a pair of brief orders Wednesday, the U.S. Supreme Court gave no comment in its denial of his request. They were not noted dissents, so they were hit down and not even listened to. They were just like, nope, a judge made this determination years ago and a jury did. We're not going to mess with it. Your appeal is denied. So that's, at least his statement at the end uh, didn't highlight him as such. It highlighted the victim and the family. That's one thing you could give him. Okay. Let me find out the original murder. Where is it? 18-year-old Bridget Townsend. Let's have a look.
Texas scheduled to execute Ramiro Gonzalez by lethal injection today for murdering a teen in Bandera County in 2001. The 41-year-old was convicted and sentenced to death in 2006 for the sexual assault and killing of 18-year-old Bridget Townsend. Monday, the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles declined to recommend clemency. Gonzalez's attorneys have appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court. They argue in part that he should be ineligible for the death penalty under state law because he is no longer dangerous.
A charge dropped. The cousin of the Uvalde shooter is no longer facing a terroristic threat charge.
Well, they tried. It didn't work. Did you go back to China? Oh, I just thought you went on a holiday again. I thought you either went on holiday or had to go to work. One or the other. Who is I wanted to find out the actual victim though. Townsend. I wanted to find out like more about the original trial. 18-year-old Bridget Townsend. Hmm. Not a lot of information about her actual. It's more about him. Here. Apparently, Townsend's brother David said, "We have finally witnessed justice being served. This day marks the end of a long and painful journey for our family. For over 2 decades, we have endured unimaginable pain and heartbreak." He says, the inmate's death provides us a little bit of peace, but I do want to say we are not joyous. We are not happy. This is a very, very sad day for all the way around. It's true. It's two human lives that are no longer on this earth. So that is from the family. So apparently he kidnapped the 18-year-old girl from a rural home in Bandera County, northwest of San Antonio. He later took her to his family's ranch in neighboring Medina County, where he sexually assaulted her before killing her. Her body wasn't found until October 2002. He led authorities to her remains in southwest Texas after he had received 2 life sentences for kidnapping and R-wording another woman. That bit was left out of the other article, that he'd already kidnapped and SA'd another woman, and now he kidnapped an 18-year-old girl, but this time he actually killed her and then disposed of her remains. Um, well, I think we have to go somewhat off the history, right? It wasn't just one case of kidnapping this 18-year-old girl and killing her and whatever. He'd done it to another woman. So we can only go off your track record, right? He's shown that he has a propensity to attack young girls and women. What would you like us to do with that? Would you like us to ignore it? We can't. So that's all we can go off is the things you have done previously. Doesn't mean people can't change, but you abducted a girl and subjected her to a harrowing last moments on Earth. Yeah, he could have gone on to kill for the rest of his life. She was the girlfriend of his drug pusher. Thanks, DJ. I appreciate it. The second woman he abducted, DJ, not the 18-year-old, right? The second woman. That makes more logical sense. Let me see. Is that other woman's name known? Let me see if I can find the other woman. They talk a lot about the girl he killed, but let's go to the Texas Tribune. Let's see if they have anything here. While serving a life sentence for the abduction and R-word of another woman, Florence Teach, in 2002. Okay, her name was Florence Teach. Or Teach or Teach or whatever. Let me see. She had a nickname, Babbo. It's in the 38 district court records for him, for Gonzalez. They said he kidnapped her and R-worded her, but he pled guilty to that on October 2002. He pled guilty to that one. And then he kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and fatally shot Townsend in 2001 when both were 18 years old after she intervened while he was trying to steal drugs at the home of her boyfriend, who was his drug dealer. Okay, it was her. Oh, okay. I would have thought it was the other woman, but okay. Interesting. Wait. While he was trying to steal drugs at the home of her boyfriend, who was his drug dealer. Jeez, what a web of weirdness. It says in recent pleadings, he had sought to reduce his life sentence in prison, arguing that he never received a proper post-conviction review and that he was ineligible for capital punishment since a state expert recanted testimony that he would pose a future danger to others, a finding that is required to receive the death penalty under Texas state law. His latest legal challenges were based in part on his mother's alcohol use while she was pregnant with him and the SA he suffered as a child. Well, yeah. Apparently, the 18-year-old girl's mother, Townsend's mother, said to the paper over the weekend that his execution would be a joyful occasion that she planned to attend, driving 4 hours from her home in San Antonio to the Texas State Penitentiary in Huntsville. Um, she said his excuses don't really, match up to what he did to her daughter. So she's like, I don't feel sorry for him at all, and I don't want other people to feel sorry for him. She's not taking no L's. She's not happy with his crap. Oh, the one he killed. Yeah, we just figured that out. That is brutal. Yeah, thank God he was young. Serial killer? He only killed one person. He could have been a serial killer. Yeah, that is an interesting bit of it that she was trying to protect the property of her boyfriend and his drugs, and that, yeah, it's a bit odd, but okay. All right. What time is it? 37. All right, we can do one more. That was a good one though. Actually, I'll show you the other one that DJ sent me because I didn't know about it. Is it this one? Yeah. So this government website will actually tell you the next people to be executed on death row. So there's him from today. There's Gutierrez. He is next. I was actually able to look up his thing. Where is it? He's been in court a couple of times. This is the next guy to be executed, apparently. He is on death row for the murder of 85-year-old Escolastica. I can't pronounce that. Last name Harrison. According to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice records, Gutierrez's execution has been scheduled for July 16, 2024, so in a couple of weeks. According to a previous CBS 4 special report, Harrison was a teacher in Brownsville and her first name meant scholar in Spanish. Oh, okay. Apparently, Harrison owned a mobile home in Brownsville and had a mistrust of banks. Due to this, she would stash cash in suitcases in her home. Harrison had about $600,000 according to court documents. Documents state that Harrison lived with her nephew, who was friends with Gutierrez. On September 5th, 1998, Gutierrez and two other men entered the home with the intent to rob her of her money she kept in a safe. Harrison was reportedly struck repeatedly and stabbed multiple times in the head, ultimately dying from her injuries. Police added that she was stabbed 13 times with a screwdriver. I'm guessing that is her there, right there in the photo. So here's the next one to be done. So him along with two other men, one identified as Rene Garcia and Pedro Garcia, fled the home with at least almost $60,000. There you go, 56 grand. Investigators described him as the mastermind behind the fatal attack, but he always maintained his innocence. The DA's office said there had been a number of factors contributing to the delay of execution, which had lasted more than 20 years. He was set to be executed end of June 2020, and at the last minute, the Supreme Court stepped in and halted the execution because they wanted to hear his point that he was raising, that he was entitled to have a spiritual advisor lay hands on him as the execution was being carried out. And then his legal team filed a motion for post-conviction DNA testing, which was unsuccessful. So here's the next one up on the block. Richard Ramirez in the making? A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. All right. I think that's the last one for today. I don't have too much more. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's about it for today. Yeah, we did that one. We did Orange County, Florida. We could do one more. There's one in Florida that you guys might want to see. This one.
But we begin tonight with breaking news. A murder suspect who was on the run for nearly a month is captured in Kissimmee. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John Brown.
And I'm Luann Sorrell. Alex Lopez is accused of killing a store clerk in Leesburg. Fox 35's Kelsey Cairns is live at that convenience store where the shooting happened. So, Kelsey, what are people who knew that clerk saying about this arrest? Yes, Luann. Well, there are a lot of emotions running throughout this area tonight. You see it right behind me, M&M Market. That is where this accused shooter, Alex Lopez, walked in back in May and opened fire. And really, for the past few weeks, the overall feeling around here has just been uneasy, nerve-wracking for people who live and work in this area. But tonight, a sigh of relief for the people who knew and loved the victim most.
Loved ones embrace after learning the person accused of killing their dear friend Rahid Shaheda was arrested in Kissimmee by FDLE on Wednesday.
It did not bring Mr. Riot back, but it's just relief.
Adele Abdullah, who owns the store, says the news of Lopez's arrest is overwhelming.
This community, all the love we see since the whole ordeal, the love and the support is unbelievable, and we thank every single one of them. I wish I could go to house to thank them.
For weeks, family and friends of Shaheda had been waiting for any update in this case, with the community on edge after Leesburg police say Alex Lopez walked into the store back in May, shot Shaheda, who was working the cash register, robbed the store, and ran out.
This guy was so wonderful. Now this news, my wife cried, my daughter cried, my son cried, because, man, they're like family.
Any message to his family?
You could sleep good tonight.
Yeah, certainly a lot of emotions running high tonight here in Leesburg. Now, here at Fox 35, we are working to confirm the details of this arrest that was made earlier today by agents with the FDLE, as well as Lopez's court date. We'll have that information as soon as it comes into our newsroom. For now, reporting live in Lake County tonight, I'm Kelsey Cairns, Fox 35 News. Kelsey, thank you. New tonight at 10, a federal judge ruled the city of Oak.
All right. So that guy, Alex Lopez, 25 of Wildwood, was arrested by Florida Department of Law Enforcement in the Kissimmee area on Wednesday. Paul Bullseye. Bullseye's like all the criminals who are in my area. He's accused of walking into the M&M Food Mart and killing 51-year-old Raid Shahedid, who had been working behind the register on May 30. The robbery, which happened just after 9 p.m., left the victim devastated, left his family devastated, who raised money to help locate Lopez, who was allegedly robbed the store that night. So this is the guy here. Yeah, you could. he would stick out like a sore thumb for sure. You would definitely see him around. He'd have to put on concealer to be able to hide. The news person looked like Britney a little bit, tiny bit. Bye, Kim. See you later. The Habit. I don't know where that place is, but have fun. Yeah, so the store clerk was found on the floor with at least one gunshot wound and was taken to hospital where he died. Court records reveal Lopez has open cases in Sumter County in November. He was arrested twice for grand theft of a vehicle, burglary, and battery. He was released from jail in February. Additionally, he has prior felony convictions for burglary and grand theft in Lake County in 2020. So he gets around. He gets around. Sorry, I just want to see what this is. Sometimes you just come across things. What is this? What? A 9-year-old girl was found dead in her father's home, and now detectives with the Lake County Sheriff's Office are treating their inquiry into her death as a homicide investigation. Huh. First got the call about the death of her grandmother, Jamaria Session. Okay, let's watch this. This will be the last one.
A 9-year-old girl was found dead inside her father's home in Lake County. Detectives are calling this a homicide investigation. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. I'm Luann Sorrell.
And I'm John Brown. Fox 35's Marie Edinger is live in Montverde today. So, Marie, you spoke to the girl's grandma today and even went by the dad's house there.
Yeah, I'm in front of the house right now. And when I went up, nobody answered the door earlier, but I was able to see as I got closer that there are some tamper evident evidence markers all blocking the entryways. That's the door, the windows, and the garage, all of them blocked off. We also saw Lake County Animal Control stop by the house earlier today. They put an envelope on the door. Neighbors I talked with said they are shocked and confused and scared. They said they can't believe something like this may have happened here.
I just have to keep thinking, looking in the phone, thinking like it's not real.
Jamaria Sessions was just 9 years old.
You fall in love with her as soon as you meet her with them glasses, because she talked with her expression in her face. She had you laughing. She is so sweet.
The Lake County Sheriff's Office says a family member found her dead in her home last Monday.
She wasn't nothing but a baby. She was 9 years old. She had a whole life ahead of her.
A week later, her grandmother says she still doesn't know what killed the little girl. But the sheriff's office is treating her death investigation as a homicide case.
Nobody ain't contacted me at all. They said nothing about what happened, how it happened. Was it an accident? Was it not? She died natural cause. We don't know till the autopsy come back.
The family had also recently lost Jamaria's mom, Shnaught's daughter. Tadrina Dort died when she was just 24 years old after a fight with leukemia. Jamaria and her 5-year-old sister lived with Chanel for a while, but they'd been at their dad's house for the past few months. That's where she was found dead. Now, the family just wants answers.
I just can't believe it right now. It's like it's not true. That was a 9-year-old baby. She still was a baby to me.
The family told me the sheriff's office warned them autopsy results could take 6 to 8 weeks to come back. And although the sheriff's office is going about this as though it could be a homicide case, they haven't officially declared it that just yet. They wouldn't go about that until they actually get the results back from the medical examiner's office and determine the cause of death.
That's a little odd. You would think a 9-year-old child who just died randomly, they'd want to know exactly what happened to her as quick as possible, right? Jamaria Session, okay. Yeah, death of 9-year-old girl being treated as a homicide. This is from their local paper. Okay, thanks for your no paywalls. Here's a photo of her right here. That's a photo of the little girl. And there's a puppy dog. It says treated as a homicide. The paternal family of the child found deceased in a Monteverde home Monday has publicly identified her and say the Lake County Sheriff's Office has told them her death is a homicide investigation. Okay. So she had been living with their father since October 2023, and she was found deceased at his home. Prior to that, they were living with their grandmother. Apparently, the father picked them up from school without the grandmother's knowledge. He was released from prison in August 2023 after serving a 5-year prison sentence for 2 counts of child neglect, trafficking in MDMA, fleeing and eluding, stemming from a case in Polk County. According to the Florida Department of Correction records, he was simultaneously serving a 2-year sentence for an Orange County aggravated assault with a weapon case. He is currently on probation for the Polk County case. Okay. So he picked up his children without notice, has some child neglect charges already, and it seems like the children were doing pretty well when they were living with grandma. But as soon as they went back to dad's house, everything sort of fell apart. There might be more to this. We might find out a bit more about what happened to this little girl in the coming weeks or two. Yeah, no wonder they are treating it as a homicide investigation. I don't think that is any sort of surprise after reading that. Marylander says, Lord have mercy. Yep. Yeah, that is. I'm going to keep an eye. I'm going to put this in my alerts, and hopefully, if there's an update, it'll tell me. I'm going to put this in my Google News thing, and hopefully, it'll tell me if they get an answer to what happened to her. It is very sad. She's only 9. Maybe he wanted the child allowance for having the children. Maybe. You could be right. Okay, let's wind up for the night. It is getting late. By the way, I want to thank Four Sons Mom and Lula. Those two sent in donations earlier. I really appreciate that. That helps more than you can ever imagine right now. Just everything's crazy right now, so I really do appreciate that. It's taken some adjusting to get used to the schedule of YouTube and all that because they take like 8 to 12 weeks to get everything sorted out when you sign up. So it's not a quick process. So I really do appreciate those 2 donations and Kim sent in a super sticker. So I really appreciate that, Kim, even though she left already. So you 3 are amazing. Thank you very much. Angela says that was a big house. It was a big house, right? What tab was that? Hold on.
Live in like garage.
There you go. You should be able to see it when they go to her. Hold on. Yeah, you can see behind her. It's like at least a 4-bedroom. At least, unless it's apartments, but I don't think so. It's only got 1 garage, so I'm guessing it's like a 4-bedroom place or something like that. It's a big property, big home. Maybe. We'll find out, Potter. We'll find out. It is a McMansion, right? Definitely. Yeah, I hope Cheetah No More is having good food. All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to wrap up for the night. I really appreciate it. I've got work to do. I've got to go make a new video for everyone, and that takes a couple of hours to fiddle with and get done and add the music and all that kind of stuff. And I really have to do that because we haven't updated it since Monday. And there's a bunch of very nice people who deserve to have their names on it. So I need to go do that this afternoon. And hey, we'll be back 9 a.m. No, we're not going at 9 a.m. 9 p.m. tomorrow. We'll be back. And yeah, tomorrow. Oh no, tomorrow is the debate, right? I don't know if I'm going to come on during the debate because so many people just won't be here. There'll be so many Americans who want to watch the presidential debate. I'm up and down on whether I'm going to come on or not. You guys will have to let me know in the comments, all right? Potter says it's my birthday. Day after tomorrow will be 60. 60? That is a milestone that you should celebrate, Potter. You should celebrate that. Hey, some people don't even get to 60, so celebrate that for a week, a day, not a day, a month. Yeah, thanks, Freebie. Sorry you're so busy at the moment. Sorry you're so having such a busy a week or two. It's all right. I'll speak to you when you're not busy. Um, yeah, debate is Thursday night. Hey, Sienna. Good to see you. You get a free bus pass in Scotland when you turn 60. Hey, move to Scotland, Potter. You get a free bus pass. Yeah, happy birthday, Potter. Have a great birthday month. A birthday month. When you turn 60, you get a whole month. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I love you all so much. I couldn't ask for better people who watch this channel, subscribe to this channel, and support this channel. I couldn't do it without those people, and I really do appreciate it. Every single day, I'm like, wow, I get to do this every day. It's a lot of fun. I'm very lucky. So that's it from me tonight. Bye. Bye. Good night. Get out of here. You can't stay here. Yeah, you can go to the pub though if you want. All right. Good night. Bye.